Hello. Okay. I don't know. Something just kind of popped up on my uh-oh. I gotta fix my chair, y'all. Can't really lean back the way I want to. Hello, everybody. Let me know as you're coming in. I am live on YouTube on my phone and live on Facebook on my tablet. For whatever reason, the software that I like to use between both platforms, it is not really working for me tonight when it comes to uh, putting it on Facebook groups. And I have tried their workaround and it's just not really working. So here we are. We're using two devices. So tonight we are doing, I'm doing readings for you and your business, right? So if you have any questions, if you're an entrepreneur and you're just not really sure, you need clarity on which way to go, then let me know. Drop them in the comments and I am here to assist. Hey Sharisa, how you doing, dear? All right. So yes, I am live on my tablet on Facebook in the Alchemy Lounge, and I'm live on my phone on YouTube. So you'll see me looking back and forth like a crazy person until I can get this whole like streaming software issue laid out. But I hope y'all are having a great night. Today was pretty laid back for me, and if we're gonna chat like business stuff, I'm telling you, I have been going through a shift mentally for the past, I guess not, I was going to say a couple of weeks, but I would say actually for the past, I don't know, maybe a couple of months really, where I'm just like tired. And what's funny is that I realize this is something that I realize about myself. I don't know if y'all have ever heard me talk about in my previous lives um, how I like to change up things, right? When I was working, I didn't really like staying at a job for 1 to 2 years and I would end up leaving. And what's interesting now is that although I'm an entrepreneur now, let me get this notification off. Go away. I'm trying to get it off. So now that I'm an entrepreneur, I feel this same feeling creeping back up where I'm like, oh no, I know this feeling and I know it well because I have felt it for many times before where I'm like, oh, I don't know. What is my next move? What is my next move? And that is how, honestly, how I'm feeling about Etsy. It's true. I'm really starting to feel like this itch with Etsy. And so I have realized this about myself, but I also understand a little bit more because I don't really know a lot about human design. So if you are familiar with human design, let me know in the comments. But I looked at my whole family and I am a generator. Me, my husband, and my stepson, we're all generators. My daughter is a manifesting generator, but my toddler is a manifester. So if you're familiar with human design, let me know in the comments because I'm not really, I know someone who knows a lot about it. And I was thinking about maybe I should book something with her to get a little bit more clarity because I've been watching like all these YouTube videos on human design. And the generator, as I understand, is a big creator. And that's me. I'm always creating. And I also learned with the generator is that a lot of the energy lives in the sacral chakra. And it makes complete sense because the sacral chakra is all about money, creativity. Obviously, it's where the sex organs live. So you're giving birth to something. And so being in that, living in that area for, I guess, I forget the words that they use. It was something like, that's your power center or something when it comes to generators. I realized, oh, okay, yes, I've always been a creator. It has always been my whole thing. But I understand why I'm now in this switch. And it always has to feel good, right, to me. So if you're familiar with human design work, let me know. So I've been going through this shift, right? This shift. Life is all about shifts. And I've just been trying to decide what I want to do with Etsy. Like, do I really want to continue it? I've been looking at some other stuff that I'm not really wanting to share just yet. I will share it eventually. But yeah, so I understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur and to be in your head. So that's why I said, well, let me get on live and do some business reading. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want clarity, you have questions, let me know. This is free, but donations are always welcomed. And if you're just joining me on YouTube, I'm looking between my tablet and my phone because my streaming software is kind of wacky. So if you're joining me on Facebook, definitely drop something down in the comments to let me know y'all are here. So I'm just going to keep chatting until I get some questions. If you've never seen me do readings before, my chair broke. So it's an antique chair, and I thought I fixed it with wood glue, but evidently I didn't do such a good job with it. And I want to lean back, but I think I'm going to like bust my ass on the floor. So if you could see, it's like, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to keep chatting until I get some questions coming in. I know I haven't been live a lot yet, but yes, I am working on that. Doing readings is one of my favorite things to do, actually, because it's, oh, thank you, Sharisa. I got you, dear. I'm going to answer that. I'm going to finish my sentence and then I got your question. So yeah, like doing readings and doing live readings is actually pretty, I love it. I do. I just don't do it a lot because it takes a lot of energy. So I'm going to work and build up my energy. So if you're watching on Facebook, got a question coming on YouTube. So I'm going to look over here in this direction. All right. So Sharisa, let's see here. What does Spirit want me to know when it comes to growing my spiritual business? Let's see what the ether wheel says. Okay. So I'm actually going to bring out my cards. I can do readings from both, but sometimes I like to see what the cards say. So Sharisa, I'm going to see what card comes up. And sometimes people like to have a visual of what I'm reading about. So we'll see here. Let's see what comes out, Sharisa. Oh, the whole deck almost fell out my hand. There's one card that's on the ground that's for you. Okay, so let's see here. Now I got to try to see it. It's the 8 of Wands. Oh, okay. That makes complete sense. All right. So what really is for you is this card, the 8 of Wands, I'm going to show it to you here, right? The 8 of Wands, if you can see all those like daggers, that's what they look like to me, are daggers. Honestly, they look like not necessarily daggers. I'll say arrows, right? Arrows pointing, and it looks like these are in motion, right? You can't really see it in the picture, but it looks like to me as I'm interpreting it, it's that it's in motion. And I was looking at the words. It talks about being at a major crossroads right now. And with those arrows pointing, it's almost like, this is the visualization that I get. It's like running, something's behind you, coming after you. And that's what those wands on this card represent for me. Wands are about, and correct me if I'm wrong, passion. Wands are about passion. And when you are talking about your business, there has to be some type of passion there, right? So honestly, it also talks about moving quickly because you're going to miss an opportunity. So honestly, your window of opportunity is coming to a close. And I think you feel it. I really do. I think you feel that opportunity, that window kind of closing in. Because if you don't make a move, now those arrows, like on this card, are going to catch up to you. And it's a metaphorical death. Okay. So obviously not a real death, but a metaphorical death. And I also have a pendulum here. So I'm going to stop it. All right, pendulum, show me a yes. All right, can you see that going in a circle? All right, pendulum, show me a no. All right, so pendulum, we're talking to the Sharice's guides and ancestors right now. Is what I said correct? Give me a yes or no, please. All right, so you can see it's now moving in a circle, right? So my hand's kind of shaking. I usually like to hold it down here so you can see that my hand's not shaking. But so that's just confirmation, right? You have to move and you have to stop running. I know I said something that was contradictory. You got to move, but you have to also stop running. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you can see it. Okay, good. And once you do, honestly, I'm going to tell you this real quick, and I think I'm going to close this out. Honestly, when I said you have to move, I mean, you have to move, but you got to stop running. That movement, what I just saw was you with those arrows coming, turning around and facing the arrows coming in, right? And once it's almost like, oh Lord, here we go. It's almost like running away from what's yours, right? But that window of opportunity is going to close, and I don't want that to close for you, because they're like, hold on a second, let me understand this word here, what I'm feeling. Okay, well, I'll just describe what I see. It's almost like, okay, if you don't take full advantage, we're going to just be like, okay. But they're not giving up. It's just almost like all right, well, we'll take a break. We'll take a break and then come back. I will tell you this, they are still happy with the progress, though. I can see that there has been some movement. And if you're looking at me on Facebook, I'm looking on my phone at YouTube here. They have seen some movement, and they're happy with that. They really are. They're really happy with that. But now you need to keep going. All right, I think that's when I'm going to close it out. So let me know how that resonated for you, my dear. Let me see if I can put a heart on this thing. I don't know. It says I can type. Oh, there you go. I hearted it. Yeah, they're happy, but turn around and face the arrows coming at you. And those arrows, yeah, I said it could be like a metaphorical death, but honestly, opportunity too. Things have picked up. And that's why they said they're happy with the movement, but things have picked up, and there's opportunities that's right there, literally right in your face. Literally, right in your face. So keep going, but turn around and grab the opportunities. You don't have to let the arrows metaphorically kill you. You can literally turn around and grab it. Yeah. Because things have progressed, and I can go all day. I can go all day talking. So, yeah, you have to grab it. You do. All right, now I'm hearing words. So they said, but you're not running fast enough. Yeah, that's interesting. It's almost like, okay, a jog, but now you got to start going sprinting. You got to start sprinting. But aside from spirit, I myself am proud of you. I myself am. After seeing what I saw, I can say that now. So good. I'm taking myself out of it. But now I'm not. I'm bringing myself back in. All right. I hope that helped. I do. Yes. Take the other branches. They keep saying this over and over. So I'm just going to keep saying it as it keeps coming out until they're ready to close it out, because evidently they're not ready. Yeah, I am going to close it. So let me know if that made sense. Okay, if there's some clarity that you need, by all means, let me know. I'm here. I got you. Because let me see if I can get more. Hold on a second, because they just really don't want to leave me alone. Okay, so when I read, you said meditate. It's interesting because as your question came up, I was talking about that sacral area, and you're getting ready to give birth, not to a baby, but getting ready to give birth to the next part. You do need to meditate so you can get that next step. And also too, don't let fear of technicalities make you stop. Technicalities. Maybe something like almost, oh, I need this in order to do that, but you don't. Mm-hmm. 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 The consistency has picked up, and they're happy with that. Now I'm telling me to get this card. So one more card for Sharisa. Oh, okay. That. Both of these, because both of them kind of came out. Divine teachers and the divine and Holy Spirit. Yeah. Balance and leadership. Oh, that's good. So I'm going to show you these cards. You said I'm glad there. So I'm going to show you these cards. Balance and leadership. You see climbing the ladder? Yeah, that confirms. Okay. Thank y'all. All right. So they confirm. All right. Well, I tell you what, Sharisa, if you have another question, you let me know because I'm going to keep chatting. I think that was a good close to what to answer your question. It kind of came back full circle, especially when those last two cards came out. I really just want to put my legs up on this bed in here and sit back. But again, I'm so scared that I'm gonna fall in this chair. Oh God. Yeah, oh God. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have to bring another chair in here. I'm gonna have to get that wood glue. I thought I solidified this chair. I swear I did, but evidently I didn't. Anyway, alrighty. So going back to this whole human design thing, which is very fascinating. If you've never had your human design chart, if you've never seen it, then you can go to some, I guess you can just find a website or something, and put in your information like you would for your astrology chart. And it'll come up with like your date of birth, the time you were born, where you were born. It takes the same information. And so going back to this whole generator thing, and manifestor. So I have come to the understanding that if you're a manifestor in human design, it's not necessarily saying that generators cannot manifest, right? It's more so about, they are the not trying to figure out the right word, because it's almost like they clear the path so that the generators can build up or create whatever it is. And that is absolutely true, because my son, my 2-year-old, he's almost 3, he'll be 3 next month, is definitely that way. And they said manifestors don't like structure. They don't like routine. They like to literally just kind of be wild, to do their own thing. And I'm just not a structure and routine type person, right? I've never been that way with my kids. I know, probably bad. I don't know, bad mom, whatever. But I do kind of just let them do whatever they're going to do because, hey, we're all human. Anyway, so as I'm looking at him, and then I look at my daughter, and the way both of them, I raising both of them, I realized very early, like when he was a baby, I was like, oh my God, he is nothing like my daughter. And raising her, he is just a wild child. He is a wild child. I mean, he is very definitive in what he will and will not do. And as parents, it's like, okay, well, I mean, we got to do something. We can't just let you literally do whatever you want to do, right? So that's that manifestor energy. I see it straight head on. He's like, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. And that's the final say. And I'm like, look, dude, you're 2 years old. That's just not going to happen. But for the most part, I let him do whatever he want to do. But he's super smart. And I'm like, oh my God. And as far as my daughter is concerned, like I could see her having some of that manifesting energy, but she really has been letting her generator side show because she's an artist and all that stuff. But she was more adaptive to rules than he is. And it's like, I'm like, come on, dude, we need to learn how to potty. Okay. And he's like, no. So then I'm like, all right. My husband came up with the idea that he can control an Xbox like no other. I've never seen it before in my life. Like, it's insane. And it's kind of sad. I don't know if I should be proud or sad, so don't judge me. But I'm like, all right, you can't play until you get on the potty. All right, so that's been working. But that manifesting energy, if you can resonate with not liking rules, not liking like literally carving your own way in the world, then that is the manifesting energy. The generators, they like to, create and build and do things. And that you typically comes, and then my daughter, of course, is both. So it's interesting. All right, I'm gonna digress from that. I'm not gonna keep talking about my kids. But if y'all are watching me live, let me know. I have no idea if any people are here. I know on YouTube, like it showed that people were watching, and then comments were still coming in. So it's just kind of weird. But like this broadcast, let me know. I'm gonna sit here and get just wait for some questions to come through. We are doing questions on your business. So if you're an entrepreneur, drop them in the comments. I will tell y'all this. As of right now, this is only on Facebook. I will have a part 2 or a second level, so to speak, on YouTube soon. But currently on Facebook, I have where you can subscribe to my profile, right? So one thing I've seen is that a lot of people just have like 99-cent subscription for not really giving any kind of value. But me, I am giving value. I am working with entrepreneurs on releasing and letting go of any type of subconscious money blocks that you might not know that's there. It's only $10 a month. It's actually I'm probably giving away too much for $10 a month, but it's okay. I really want to get this information out there. I mean, we're going from anywhere from your money story to creating a whole new narrative for your money, spiritual laws of prosperity. We're really taking a deep dive in that. What you want your money to look like. And then in the second level, which will be on YouTube, is really working through your business and getting it automated, right? So right now, $10 a month, we got to clear out all of the junk so that we can replace it with the good and the new, right? And you really can't beat that. Also, too, it's not just like I go live in the group, and it's only on Facebook for the fact of simplifying my processes. I have been everywhere, hence why I'm on Facebook on my tablet and YouTube on my phone, but simplifying my processes, we are doing this on Facebook. So if you want to join me, I was trying to put it in the comments over here, and I don't think I quite made it, but let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can comment on here. I haven't figured that out yet. But it's facebook.com, Jennifer Leslie, and Leslie is Lesleigh. So that's where you can find my profile, and you'll see a whole big banner that says Confident Wealth Creators, because that's what we are, right? We are getting confident in our ability to really step out and make a change in the world. I can tell you about that, how it took me some work to get to that point, because I mean, especially being in this whole like woo-woo type space, right? Where it's not the norm, it's becoming more normal now. I mean, I've been dealing with this for years, since I was a kid, where I just always felt weird. Always the weird kid, right? And it took a lot for me to come out of my shell. I mean, you're talking about, especially in the US, a country that is very heavily religious based, okay? And you're coming out with all of these other ideas, and people, for fear of thinking that people would think you're nuts. And I realized, like, hey, I just got to step out, and do my thing. So even if your business isn't spiritually based, it's still something that might be holding you back from being that true confident person to make a change in the world. And that's one of the things that I'm doing. So not only am I helping you to build up your confidence, but I'm also wanting you to understand and get real with money. There are so many videos, and if you're just joining, we're doing business readings. But in the meantime, I'm going to chat with y'all, and I'm doing it live here and over here. There have been so many times where I have seen videos that say, "Oh, the quick shot video, the quick videos. Oh, if you want to get rich, you need to do these three things." And I just kind of sit there and I'm like, okay, let me see. I like to go and see what other people are saying. And I just look at them and go, oh my God, it's just really not, it can be that simple if you allow it to be, but it can also be very complicated if you don't know what you're doing. And so that's my whole goal, is to say, hey, you don't have to go and try to search a bunch of videos to figure out what the key is. Like literally, I'm giving it to you for $10 a month. I've been an entrepreneur literally since I was 8 years old, but being a professional entrepreneur as an adult, I had to get out of my own way and really build up that level of confidence to get out here and talk to y'all and do things like this. And once I realized that I was in my way, then the rest is, the rest is history, right? Making multiple six figures on Etsy, built this house from the ground up with my own business money. And so it's been a journey, and I want to give you the shortcut to the journey, not the many years like it took me. So if you're joining me, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're watching the replay as well. So this, I don't know if you could see it really on my phone or not, but I know on my tablet you can. This is my spirit room. I put a video up on YouTube when I redid this whole room. And tomorrow is Saturday, the day of the spirits, and my mommy Walter and Dumbala over here. I'm gonna clean up this room, which is not really junky. I just need to change the sheets on the bed, which nobody sleeps in it. But I'm gonna change the sheets, vacuum, put some Florida water down, burn some incense, all that good stuff, put out my offerings and such. And I have learned, of course, working with spirits and really how to create this beneficial working relationship between myself and spirits, right? And spirits, namely, I've worked with different ones over the years. But now Mommy Wata has her place. So I don't know if you can see it. This is part of my altars that are behind me. I redid this room. This dresser right here, I'm afraid if I turn anything, I'm afraid if I turn anything, something's going to fall. That's usually how it happens. And this tripod that my phone is on is not the sturdiest. I lost a screw. I don't know where it is. But anyway, this dresser has been in my family. My mother had a lot of antiques, and she still has quite a few that I need to go over there and get, including a vanity that's like the really 1920s old style with the oval mirror in the middle. So I'm going to get that and bring it in this room and redo it. But if you could see part of it, I don't know, maybe. I'm going to try. Oh, here, yeah, you can see the blue. Oh, yeah. You see like the blue. That's where I redid this dresser and stuff. And so this became the altar. It was perfect. I had no intention on the color of the dresser actually matching the color of water. But, divine timing, divine guidance, everything always leads in the right direction. And that's what happened. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I will be doing these lives every Friday at 7. I don't really leave my house much, so I figured why not come and hang out with you guys, right? But yeah, I'll be doing these lives pretty frequently. So if you ever have any questions or anything, then always let me know. I have also too, I like to use this during my reading sometime, where I use my pendulum board and my pendulum. I do have my Legba charm that I use as a pendulum. And you'll see me smoking my cigar to feed Legba, but I can't use Legba today. I'll be able to use him tomorrow. So if you ever want to have a conversation with Legba, in addition to my pendulum board, makes for an interesting read. I'll tell you that. I had one reading I was doing with my pendulum board and my Legba charm. And whoever, I forget who was talking, but I know it spelled out the phonetic last name of the person where they were trying to get some information. And I was like, I don't understand what this means. And they were like, oh, that's my name. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. But that just goes to show the power of working with spirits, especially when it comes to reading. So maybe I can't use Legba tonight, but I'll be able to use him the next time that I come on here on next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing readings with Legba. So maybe we'll do that. So if you ever want to ask questions. Oh, and also too, Legba is not the same, but similar to Elegua. Not the same. Similar. I just have to say similar. That's usually the best way I can kind of describe it, especially if people are not familiar with working with him. But he's really good. He's really good. I have his liquor over there, his cigar I got from Mexico. Yeah. So if I give him some drink and his cigar, he's gonna be cool. All right. Well, you know what? I think I'm done. No questions are coming in, and that's okay because I'll be back. So I will be back and ready for you all to bring me your questions. I like to speak in fake accents sometimes. It makes life fun. I don't even know what accent that was, but whatever. Okay. I will see you all next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're catching a replay, let me know. Drop #replay in the comments. And I'll see you later. Bye. Oh.